mentioned that some of our horses were bitten by snakes. When that happened, I had to take on another role. Along with being Dr. Thomas Walker, I also became veterinarian Thomas Walker. I had other roles also: hunter, surveyor, explorer, cook, and bootmaker. In other words, I had to multitask.
All right, students, what do you suppose multitasking means?
Well, the other day, my dad said he saw a man driving down the road at 60 miles an hour, looking in his visor mirror, using an electric shaver, and talking on a cell phone.
That wasn't too good, was it?
No, my dad joked that it startled him so much that he dropped his cell phone, his french fries, spilled his coffee on his lap, and almost wrecked the car.
Well, both certainly were multitasking, but sometimes we may want to avoid a lot of multitasking.
Right.
Does anyone else have an example they'd like to share?
Well, you know my mom's a teacher too, but she also coaches the girls' volleyball team, and she does most of the cooking at home.
And that's an excellent example. In theater or drama classes, students learn about roles people play on stage, but also about social roles that people play in everyday lives. These might include father, mother, child, scientist, doctor, students, and so on. We all multitask in one way or another.
So I'm multitasking when I say I'm a son, a student, a ball player, and a computer geek?
You could say that.
Cool!
A mining operation today might list jobs for a conveyor belt repairman or a maintenance foreman, a buggy operator, mechanic, and many other positions. And many people that are applying for these jobs make sure they list all their qualifications so that their potential employers know that they are capable of multitasking. On a Mars mission, there will be many occupations involved and services needed. Some of the tasks that a team member might be called on to complete may include in-flight repairs to the spacecraft or analyzing safety measures to see if there were some ways to make improvement. As a group, all colonists will be required to carry out activities to sustain life, including communications, food production, air or water supply, experimental laboratories, transportation rovers, or maintenance on energy and production equipment. Again, it is often important to be able to simultaneously perform these different tasks.
Students, I would like for you to think of a variety of things you believe an astronaut would like to do other than flying, science, or math.
I might want to be an astronaut someday, and I like basketball.
Wonderful! An astronaut is a person just like you. He is going to have normal interests.
Like football?
Sure.
Playing the piano?
Coaching?
Movies! Amateur radio?
Wow, you all have just described the interest of astronaut Clayton Anderson.
Clayton Anderson?
Yes, he is an astronaut that lived nearly 5 months on the International Space Station as a crew member. He returned to Earth early in November 2007. His interests vary from playing and coaching basketball and numerous other sports. He liked to play the piano and organ, flying, and even reading.
I wonder if while tossing a basketball, if he ever thought about a spaceship taking off. I don't know, but I bet when he was playing the piano, he thought about being in space.
You might be right. And either way, we do know that he had to learn to multitask.
Along with multitasking, in order to be successful in any career, you need to develop good work habits and personal responsibility. Now note that I said develop. And one of the ways that you can do this is by paying attention to detail while doing your chores at home. Within the family, we see the importance of working together and everyone contributing. You've all seen videos, pictures, or newscasts showing astronauts in a space shuttle cabin or on the International Space Station. Have you noticed how little physical space there is? Well, this would be similar to spending 6 months in a school bus. not being able to get off, preparing all your meals there, and having to get along with each other. Well, these are similar circumstances for the people that work in underground mines, except they get to go home at night and they carry their meals with them. But it is important, no matter what career you go into, whether it be a nurse, astronaut, miner, a doctor, teacher, scientist, whatever, that you learn how to contribute, do your fair share of the work, and get along with others.
Children, what would it be like at your house if no one wanted to wash dishes for a few days?
My dad would probably say we had to go out and eat.
My mom would say I need to get into the kitchen and do my chores or lose some privileges.
Either way, it could be a problem. So suppose you were on Mars in a colony and no one wanted to wash dishes for a few days.
Well, I don't think the mission commander would take away our privileges or take us out to eat.
Right. Alright, everybody. Give me your attention. We are out to clean dishes, so I guess tonight we'll head over to the Mariner Valley Steakhouse.
I agree, but I don't think that will happen. So, who cleans up?
I think everybody in the team will have to pitch in.
Good thinking, Trevor. And letting the team help out with food preparation and cleanup. That sounds fair.
You may have heard statements before about choices and consequences. Well, a friend of mine used to say that you can choose the choices, but you can't choose the consequences. They happen. So it makes sense that the better choices you make, the better the consequences. In order to be successful in a mine or on a Mars colony, you have to be able to set goals for yourself, make good decisions, and manage your time effectively. And no matter what career you choose, other aspects of personal responsibility include being able to follow directions, finish your work on time, and regular attendance. And if you do this, then the consequences that should follow will be that other people view you as a responsible person and you can take pride in a job well done.